UKBA separating family members, and certainly separating a mother from the rest of the family if there were children involved. It's the kind of thing that if two bits of the family are being considered separately under the asylum system, it may well be that the separate decisions are made and that looks like what the UKBA want to happen, but they then need to be linked together, and the UKBA would look at that in the round and would decide that if most of the family have got legitimate leave to be here and mum is the only one that doesn't, then there would be very strong compassionate grounds for not pursuing removal of mum in those circumstances. Yeah, Angel?
My question was concerning the family. Actually, I have two. The first one is some parents within the family that have been liable to deportation, they have been in detention, and for judicial review or because of bail or what, they were released. But this time they were released with tag because they are still liable to reporting to Dallas Court, and you find that some of these parents have been asked to sign twice or 3 times a week. They have tags on their legs, and with these tags they have limited hours that they can be out and that they can be back in their houses. And these people are the ones that are the parents to the children. And because of the circumstances they find themselves under, even if there is no milk, because at a certain hour they cannot go out, they have to be stuck inside their house. They can't go out and buy milk for their children because the tag condition does not allow that. And also, some of them are keeping these tags for years, not just months, for years, when the only crime they have committed was to claim asylum in this country. Is that fair on the children to have parents living under these conditions? Is that fair on the parents themselves because of the shame? If you see somebody with a tag, he's a criminal in this country, but they have this shame. Some women cannot even wear dresses anymore because they have to be in trousers all the time to hide their tag. Some are wearing boots during summer because they can't show their tags, and that has been left like that indefinitely.
Can I answer the question? But my understanding is, and I'm not sure whether I understand precisely what you're saying, but the use of electronic tags that UKBA make is it's as an alternative to detention, and very often as an alternative to reporting at any particular time. So the restrictions that you've described on movement are not restrictions that I'm familiar with in that context, in that scenario, because the idea of the electronic tag is just so that we know where a certain person is at a particular time, which saves them coming in to physically report to us. There are other types of cases that have the kind of scenario that you described, but they're not just immigration cases. There are other far more serious criminal aspects to their case. So if it is just an immigration case and that person finds themselves confined within their own property to certain times of the day, and that's restrictive in the rest of their life, then I think they need to discuss that with, is it a Dallas Court case? Is it a Dallas Court case?
The case I'm describing are the cases in my community, the community with which I'm working with, and we find that it is, the person has been struggling to get the tag removed to Dallas Court, and Dallas Court said in their system this tag has been removed, when it is not. The people that are changing the tag each time they come to renew and put a new one, and then in the system at Dallas Court it says the tag has been removed, but the tag is not. The person is still signing.
Okay. Well, it sounds again that something's not
like they are
right.
signing, they have tags, and at the same time, children are not even being considered because psychologically
No, and that's not right. It's not right. I'm agreeing with you, by the way. Absolutely. Can we speak afterwards, and we'll get the details of that because that doesn't sound right. We will do something.
Okay. Quick